early in the season, the Bulls seemed like one of the more miserable teams to follow night to night. How different have they looked over the past 2 weeks, and what are some of the biggest changes that you've seen?
I think you kind of touched on everything that has changed for the Bulls in the past couple of weeks. It's a combination of two things, really. Zach LaVine, the trade request that he may or may not have made, regardless, he's out of the lineup, hasn't played in a couple of weeks, the last 7 games. That has allowed Coby White a chance to really seize an opportunity here. He's improved a great deal in his few seasons in the league. He went from almost unplayable to a pretty decent backup last year to maybe in the mix for MIP right now. And I think that LaVine going out, Coby White getting a little bit more of an opportunity, and the Bulls playing a more egalitarian style of basketball has helped them look better offensively. And then, like you mentioned, the vibes are certainly better with Chicago right now. They seem to be pulling for each other, and I don't necessarily know if that was the case to start the season. They had a players-only meeting after the first game of the year. We saw Vooch sniping at Billy Donovan in the first game of the year.
Yeah.
At least right now, it seems like they're getting along and playing some decent basketball.
You mentioned Coby, who has played a huge role in this recent turnaround. I mentioned this earlier in the pod, but over his last 13, he's basically 23-5-5 on 50-50-82 shooting splits. He had began to figure things out post All-Star break last season, but what have been the big jumps this season in his game?
The main thing I think that has allowed Coby White to be so good this season is the confidence. And it kind of started last year. Like you're saying, in the second half of the season, you could see the improvements that he made in his handle. And that's really changed things for Coby White. Came into the league as kind of somewhere in between a point guard and a combo guard, certainly a scorer, but his handle wasn't tight enough to be able to get in the lane and really create disadvantages for the defense. It was kind of just hoping he would get hot from 3. Sometimes that happened. He had some great shooting months, but now he's able to put some consistency together because it's not just chucking threes and hoping for a hot streak. Now he's able to get into the paint. He's able to drive and kick. He's finishing better, and he's given a lot better effort defensively, and that dates back to last season as well. So I think it's been a combination of him growing into his role in the NBA, seeing an opportunity to have a bigger role, and actually seizing it when he had the chance.